Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a queen in Blender. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's get this base we made in the first tutorial and Shift D to duplicate it. Next up, we're going to bring it right over here where the queen is supposed to be. I'm going to align it so that it looks okay. Let's see, something like this. I'm going to select this inner loop here and extrude it out. By pressing E and bringing it up, I'm going to disable the subdivision again so it doesn't bother us, and I'm going to align it as best as I can. So by pressing S, I'm going to scale it in, and basically it's the same procedure for this part as in the last two. So I'm expecting you to know how to do this. If not, just revisit the last tutorial for a better explanation on how to do this part right here, but it's basically what we have covered in the last two ones already. So yeah, I'm just going to give it some curvature here, just basically bevel it like so roughly. Enable the subdivision again in order to see what I'm doing. I'm going to give this a bevel very sharp, bring the bottom one up and add one on the bottom as well. Something like this, and now we are ready to get into it. Now I'm going to get this top one here, this top part, that one. I'm going to extrude it up. Wait, let me see what is happening. Okay, disable the subdivision, bring it up like so, S to bring it up like this. Whoopsie, one moment. Bring it up like so. Get a new edge loop roughly over here, bring it up like this. Align it as best you can. And we're going to give this a little bit of curvature again. So get this, bring it up, move it out, something like this. And when we enable the subdivision, it should look a lot better. Going to bring this in, bring this out, and this should look very nice. So now with this one here, what we can do basically is bring it in a bunch, so ES, and bring it in like so, extrude it up, bring it in basically like so, and add some curvature like this. You could do it like this, or you could add in a sphere again like I showed you in the last tutorials, but I think this is sufficient. Just make it look nice. Something like this. So now we should bring in the sphere, so cursor is selected, bring in a UV sphere, 16 segments, scale it in until you get the desired lineup, like so. Now this basically lines up perfectly, so we can basically bring it in like this, delete the vertices over here, and basically get this here to merge. So merge by distance by pressing F3, merge by distance, and you should get something that looks like this, shaded smooth, and you're done. That is basically how you make the queen. It's pretty simple. I think it's even just as simple as the pawn. It's basically got this little head shape over here, and basically nothing more really. You could spend a little bit more time into making this look nice, the dome thing here, but you don't even have to do that. I'm just going to make this crease a little bit sharper here, maybe a little bit more, make this one here a little bit sharper, and you basically got it already and finished. So in the next one we're going to make the rook, since it's going to be the next easiest thing. After that we're going to make the king, which is basically only harder because it has this cross here, and after that we're going to make the knight. So yeah, I will see you in the next one when we make the rook, and I wish you a nice day. Goodbye. See ya.